Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Arcanum. Mr. Drake is getting ready to have a chat with Sir Matt Desazar about, and just see if he can get to the bottom of what's going on here. So, okay, we can talk here. What's going on here? Who are you? I can't give you those answers yet. Suffice it to say that I'm part of something that, well, even I don't rightly know exactly all that I'm a part of. It's safer that way in case I'm caught, but I do know a few things which I can tell you if you prove to me that you can be trusted. Looks like I'm going to need your help now that my presence here has been compromised. How do I do that? Well, this may sound strange to you, but I'm here in Toronto to recover the skulls of the Renard Siamese twins. Their skulls are evidence that, well, I'll fill you in if you can bring them to me. Where would one find these skulls? Well, that's where this becomes difficult. The skulls had been interred in a mausoleum in the Toronto cemetery, but when I went looking for them, they were already gone. So where would I look for them? I don't know. I believe they're still in Toronto in a warehouse somewhere, waiting to be shipped out. Alright, at this point, Mr. Drake is, feeling somewhat responsible for having led, an assassin to Mr. Desazar, even though he did so inadvertently, and he's, especially since he's been the victim of a couple of assassination attempts himself. And he does sort of believe Mr. Desazar's sinister tone about, something really bad is going on. So, okay, I'll do it. I'll return with the skull. So he'll go along with it for now. So we have to head to the warehouse district. Oh, and this guy, Sir Matt Desazar, he's the result of a contest that Troika held, or Troika or maybe Sierra held, while the game was still in development. And the winner got to appear in the game as a character. So some guy named Matt Desazar won the contest and got put into the game, which is, that's pretty damn cool. Let's see, where do we want to go? The Tarantian docks, actually. Okay. I mean, if if I ever get a hold of a magic lamp with a genie in it, that's going to be wish number one. Put Methvin 1023 into a video game. Followed closely by wishes 2 and 3, which is to play said video game on my own South Pacific island, while my wife, Kate Beckinsale, looks on over my shoulder. Anyway, let's see. A half-orc thief. Hey, what? You think you can just waltz right through our section of town without paying the piper? Cough up 25 coins, you pointy-eared dodger. I think I'll simply leave instead. No, that's not the way it works at all. You see, you give us money, or we cut your throat. Simple, eh? No, it's not going to work out that way, likely. Okay, and then of course he attacks. Alright, what is this guy? Level 15. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. As long as, Mead Mug can bring him down efficiently. Okay, that's not that bad. There are usually, a couple of, half-orc or orc thieves patrolling this area of the docks at night. And, okay, he's dead. So let's see what he's carrying, if anything. What does he have? Wine, some gold, metal plates, and, oh, okay, a helmet. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and give that to Gar, since he needs all the help that he can get. And there might actually be another one. Yeah, okay, here's another one. Okay, and this was an orc, alright. And he dodges all of Drake's attack. Oh, great, that's great. And Mr. Drake is stunned, which means all of the orc's attacks are going to do maximum damage. That hurts. And Drake's weapon has been damaged. Okay, that was not the best combat. And now it's stuck in a loop. Great. Okay, there we go. Okay, Mr. Drake got his ass handed to him. Alright, but he'll go ahead and, as a trophy of his rather sad victory in which he didn't have a hand at all, he'll go ahead and take the orc thief, take his gloves. Alright, now this is the warehouse where the skulls are kept. There's no hint in-game as to which warehouse it is exactly. But thanks to my metagaming knowledge, I'm not going to have to break into every warehouse. The doors are locked, and I don't think Mead Mug is going to be able to do any damage to the doors barehanded, and if he uses a weapon to try to bash them down, he will probably break the weapon before the doors give way. So, even though Mr. Drake hates to break and enter, he's got a feeling that something very bad is going on here with regard to Mr. Desazar, so he wants to get to the bottom of it. So, taking a page from the Anarchist Cookbook, he's going to dynamite his way in. So he just plant the dynamite over there, and then wait for it to blow up. It'd probably be a good idea to put on his combat gear, too. Let's see. And then we just wait for it to go off. There we go. Put on Shield of Protection. There's a good reason I'm doing that. And just run in. And there's a were-rat and an ogre guard. Okay. Let's go ahead and slow them. And this were-rat is level 25 and hits pretty hard. Okay, that's not too bad. If we can just get it down fast. Which basically means if Mead Mug can get it down fast. Alright, let's take care of the ogre. Well, the ogre might run out of fatigue before he runs out of health. Yeah, okay, now he's just passed out, and he's quickly dead. Alright, is he carrying anything? No, it's the were-rat carrying... Yeah, apparently the were-rat had a coin purse, so that's interesting. Alright, let's get Mead Mug to start bashing containers, so we'll just take his weapon away from him so he doesn't damage it. Get everyone else to back off.
Sure, I'll do it right away. Of course, sir.
And get Mead Mug to attack. I don't think the skulls are in here. I think they're in this one, but I think there's something else. There might be armor in here or something useful. So I'll just let Mead Mug bloody himself up a bit while he smashes through it. Okay, there we go. Oops. And he's picked up something. Okay, chainmail, not too bad. If you look at the icon for the chainmail, there's a small gear in the background. All normal armor is considered to be, they're considered to be tech items. So if Mr. Drake were to equip this, you can see at the bottom, because of his magical aptitude, there would be an adjustment to his chance of critical failure of +1. So Drake doesn't want to use that, but Virgil, who is the only other guy in the party who can use it, his magical aptitude is low enough that it won't, wearing the chainmail won't give him a chance of a critical failure. So he'll go ahead and equip that. And then we'll get Mead Mug to go ahead and attack the larger stack of barrels.
I'll do it right away.
While getting everybody else to back off.
Of course, sir. Okay,
there we go. You generally have to renew your orders every time you get someone to do something different. Like if I hadn't told them all to back off when I sent Mead Mug to attack this stack, they would likely all just charge at it and damage their weapons pretty badly. Okay, and there we go. And Sog has picked something up. Probably something worthless, but let's see. Okay, hunting rifle. Nobody's going to be able to use that, but we can probably sell it for something. What do we have? Saltpeter, some bullets, mostly just stuff we can get rid of, and an engine muffler. I think actually an engine, and did he take anything? Let's see. Yeah, he took some more liquid soap. Great. I think an engine muffler is, I think that's a component for a silenced pistol. I guess the engine muffler acts as the silencer, which would seem to be a pretty big silencer, but whatever. Alright, let's return to Mr. Desazar, and of course we want to get properly dressed in his gentleman's attire. Alright, and let's tell Desazar that we have the skulls. And see what he has to tell us about this business, about how they're involved in his problems. Alright, so back to West Garland Bridge, yeah. Alright, and that contest that the guy won to be put in the game, I think it consisted of a series of, there were like 4 or 5 riddles that had to be answered, and then you had to use a bit of cryptography on each of the answers to decipher like a final riddle, and then apparently Mr. Desazar answered that one. What was the first to go through the whole process and answer the final riddle, and won the contest. So here we are, Matt Desazar. What news? I've brought you the skulls. Excellent. This is the break we've been looking for. You were going to tell me what was going on here, right? I can tell you what I know, and a man named Arthur Tyron can fill you in on the rest. Please continue. Some years ago, bizarre breeding experiments were begun in secret which would eventually affect the balance of power here in Toronto. The Renard twins were the first viable offspring produced by these experiments. Their skulls are simply the first piece in a long chain of evidence we're gathering to expose them all. Who's doing this? What was the purpose of these experiments? I've told you all I dare. Tyron can fill you in on the rest. I need you to bring him the skulls if you would. It would be far too dangerous for me to search him out now. Okay, I'll do it. Good. He was in Blackroot last I knew. Perhaps you can still find him there. Okay, I'm on my way. So, there seems to be some sort of conspiracy going on. So Mr. Drake, hoping that he can make up for the well, the property damage and the loss of life that he caused at the warehouse, he's hoping that turns out to be a small evil committed in the service of the greater good. So we'll eventually have to go to a town called Blackroot. There is going to be something else that brings us there. But for now, it's night. So we'll pop into the inn. And when we return, we are going to do a couple of more side quests. But when we return, we'll be fully rested and it will be morning. So as always, thank you for watching and please stay tuned.